Happy One Wheel Wednesday, everybody, and it is a doozy today. Some things dropped, some hot topic things from Future Motion. You've all of a sudden seen after, what has it been, 10 years of just Future Motion brought us One Wheel. Now, Future Motion has brought us something else. And it's by the name of Antics, everybody. We're excited about talking about all of those things. We're going to compare. It's a bike, everyone. Here we got a picture of it. Let's put it up really quick for all of you to see. Antics is the bike, everyone, right there. Dropped on One Wheel Instagram account. And then you got to go over to Antic on their account. And you got to follow all of the above. That is the new One Wheel new bike from One Wheel. We're going to get into that. But let's introduce some of the cast of characters around here. My wife of 24 years. Apologies right there.
14.
Holly Mendenhall, everybody. How we doing?
Hey, everybody. Doing good. 14.
That would be...
14.
Remember what it was like when we were just married for 14?
That
was like 10 years ago.
I don't even know where we were at.
14 years of marriage. How many kids would we have at that time? Because we got 8 now.
7.
7.
I mean 5.
5, whatever it is. Okay. Lil is joining us today with Dirt Surfer jersey on.
10 years ago.
Well, from today, yeah.
Yeah.
So because Greatness just turned 10.
Right.
This is Lily, everyone. She is a mother of one.
Yeah, married
Freshie.
not even 3 years.
No,
Can't even imagine 14. Better yet, 24.
You got this. It's going to be a beautiful story being written there. We got another story. It almost might feel like a drama. Some will spin it as a drama. They'll make it dramatic. No. I'm here for...
I don't even know what you're referring to.
The bikes. There's these 2 bikes that exist.
Well, we would go from 24 years of marriage to...
Well, there's drama in marriage for sure. It doesn't matter how long you've been married.
The bikes look similar to me.
Yeah, let's put it the thumbnail we created. So this is from, for those who are brand new around here, and you are... On my left is introducing the Antic, which is from Future Motion, brought us One Wheels. The WFB, which is Wheelie Fun Bike, is brought to you from Float Life, which is a third-party product dealer, maker, creator, and some other great content. That's their bike. Who got it to announcing quicker? Float Life did. They announced theirs in the summer, midsummer, July-ish maybe. Those details I have wrong. One Wheel, Future Motion, and we're going to interchangeably say these things just because some of you are going to be brand new here, is like, who's what? Future Motion creates One Wheels. Future Motion is their...
That's the company.
The company in there, they're making One Wheels, and now they make pit bikes. Which let's go.
What is a pit bike?
A pit bike is the look here. Like Holly, go to their One Wheel did a really good job. They are very creative in their launching of things. Go to the YouTube channel, which we already have pulled up, and just put this on the screen really quick. No audio, but this was their introduction today, and this is on introducing Antic Bikes, their own YouTube channel. So you gotta make sure you subscribe. Click play. Here's how they did it. We already knew it was going to be a bike, but Lily, you'll see in 1970s they came out with pit bikes, so it's not new style, but that's what these bikes have been modeled after. Jack does a great job of talking about One Wheel to, it's actually this company called Future Motion. Well done on that. And then he's going to step onto...
retro helmet.
Yeah, which is the right vibe for the look. And just already... we already seen shots like this from the Wheelie Fun bike as well, Wheelie Fun bike. And so a great transition to go back to a One Wheel. It's just, this video is well done. In it, we'll put it back up there when we get to the pit bikes of the 1970s. Lily, it was with a lawnmower motor in the middle, and you would pull it, and it required gas, oil, and all those things. Holly, don't forget that you are constantly going to be on screen as you. Okay.
I was taking a drink of my coffee.
You just weren't in the shot. It was just. Oh, here we go. I think we have. This reminds me of Casey Neistat kind of vibes here. Practical, extreme.
Oh, the way the video is.
Yeah, just the clip art we have.
How does this not feel like they're talking about, or is it meant to feel like that?
What? Talking about what?
The WFB.
No, but they're talking about their new bike. No, because they made a pit bike. That's a pit bike right there with a lawnmower motor in the middle. I totally grew up riding these. This was the first bike I ever rode growing up as a little guy. My dad bought one, and you'd have to pull the little motor, and then you just rode. And it was pretty fun.
Sick.
it's like this. That was
So
the
they
life.
found one. How fun.
So they are going back. They're not just making an electric bike. They're going back to this actual style.
Right, which, again, that's the version it's based off of. So Jack Mudd, he's a big guy, tall guy, okay? I don't know his actual height, but that just gives you perspective of how small the bike is. The frame is the same. Let's go back to our thumbnail now. The framing
Looks like
of these...
almost identical.
Yeah.
yeah, one looks like it's meant for like trail and extreme, and
see-
the other one looks like it's meant for roads.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Let's go, because we put all the font over it, Holly. Let's go to Wheel Fun Bike Instagram, because they're going to have great pictures of their bike in one wheel. And we're going to kind of compare just a visual. I have rode the Wheelie Fun bike, and it was wheelie fun, okay? It was a blast. I sucked at getting it into a wheelie position. Totally user error.
Is that the point of the bike?
Well, it's just a fun added you can add to it.
Can you do that on the Antic?
Yes,
They show
totally
that in
different
video?
ways that you
Okay.
do this. Holly, can we thumb through? Just give us a good picture of the bike in itself, just without a rider on it, or perhaps.
without a rider?
Yeah, we want a good shot of it so you can just see the difference, and then just keep it up there. They've got to have something that allows us.
There you go.
Okay, so here's a shot of the Wheelie Fun bike, and we're going to move around on them, okay? That is a profile shot, a side shot. Probably not the best one we could find, but nonetheless, because it's dark on dark, so you
Yeah.
can't see.
Yeah.
We are going to share opinions today, and I hope both products do very well. So
Oops, sorry.
if we can go off of that, there you go. As she now is going to pull up the other bike as well. We're just going to visually look at the differences, okay? One, the starting price. I know some. Lily, you can help us on website to help Holly move around, because she's
I don't.
She's doing a lot.
got a lot going on her screen, and so,
what do we?
I
what do you
want
me to
cost
help
of them.
Okay.
Like the starting cost of the Antic bike. If we go to, you can, Holly, are
I'm
you?
trying to find you a better picture, but
Okay, let's move past that.
Okay.
Because we're trying to move quickly here and be able to share these things. So just pull up what you had.
I don't have the cost.
Lily's on to that.
Okay.
Okay, so here's Antic's bike. And we're going to move back and forth. So, Holly, you got to click
Yep.
rapidly. Okay. Very clean. Open underneath your seat, right? Like the batteries at the bottom and a small light. Very, 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 very
You want me to
clean.
thumb through these?
Yeah, sure, for everybody to get to see the looks of it from the creators of the One Wheel. It talks about, obviously, you're going to get all the vibe pictures, One Wheel mode. They both do this One Wheel mode.
70s inspired. That's
Yeah,
good.
they're marketing here to their marketing team. I think they did really good. It's a 70s vibe, but modern performance. The look of it is just sleek. It looks like they've learned from all the products they have released. Again, we want your conversation in the chat today as well. Some of you are probably for the first time learning about this. It's taking the technology of One Wheel and Vesk, because the One Wheel Wheelie Fun bike is Vesk based. This is Future Motion software based, and so they have similarities yet are very different. I think Lily immediately gets to it. One looks like it's built for off-road, and the other one looks like it potentially isn't. One of the biggest components as we look at WFB's Wheelie Fun bike. Here we go, the Wheelie Fun bike. In the middle is not fully understand. How can we get to that, back to that profile shot? Because
Yeah, this is the only real
yeah,
good profile
we're gonna have to
we've
go with
got.
that. Is that you have the shock sitting there? That is going to allude to that it should be built for a little bit more off-roading.
Okay.
Now, when I rode it on pavement, so I never got to feel the shock. Again, shocks are usually of that type based on weight. You have what looks like the brains, probably the controller,
Is that this right
yeah,
here?
and the battery are all slammed there. The frame is very different because the frame has to be different. I would think that this would be heavier with all of that than One
what
Wheels.
yeah.
Yeah. So if we can go to Lil, you get the
It's
cost?
anticbikes.com. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's $2,100 for the Antic bike right now.
Right.
It's $2,500 normally. So
Okay,
it's on sale right now.
Okay. What is the Wheelie Fun bike cost?
Normally it's $3,500, but right now it's $2,995.
So currently One Wheel's coming to market a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Now.
Currently.
Next question on
But what's
that.
the difference in them?
But but we're going to talk really. Here's some of the things. Somebody's going to already say this. Well, they're second in the market, so they can price it accordingly. Yep,
Yeah.
that's some of it. But
is
neither one of them do you get to purchase today and ride
That's
tomorrow.
what I was going to ask. Are they pre-ordered?
They're all pre-order. Onewheel
ship
is
out,
saying again when you click it January. I think Wheelie Fun Bike was saying the same thing. And so now it becomes a bit of the race. I feel like remember, I don't remember this either. I'm just talking.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in history class, they would talk about the race to space. Who was going to get to space and land on the moon first? Was it going to be Russia or America? And so now it feels like who's going to be the first one to get one to deliver? Hit somebody's house, right? Like that's what it feels like. Who's the first one to market? And so we've got it where you can buy it, but who's getting them out? And so they look very different. No shock system on the Antic bike. Okay, it's clean. I don't think
not that coil thing. I don't know.
Coil thing. Holly, there is no shock on that bike. There is forks that look like they compress
Yeah,
down,
that's what I was going to ask you about.
but no shock in the middle. So it's going to be obviously a little bit more rigid. But Onewheel's not really been. Future Motion has not really had shocks on anything. It's really been let the tire do the absorbing. I think when I look at these bikes, this is totally an opinion being stated here. I don't think I'm buying that to go mob my trails.
I don't know that I'm buying either one of those to mob trails.
Right. I just don't think that's what these bikes are for. I think they are fun. I think they can be some kind of a commuter. Now, if I'm going commuter base, I do not know for certain how much the Wheelie Fun Bike weighs. And let's go to Lily. Will you look to see if you find the weight on Wheelie Fun Bike?
I'm looking. Yeah.
Holly, go to anticbikes.com. It was already pulled up at one point for you in one of your thumbnails. Did you close all of them?
No.
Where'd it go then?
It was just the YouTube.
Okay, I was going to pull up
Anticsbikes.com.
I'm not seeing anything about weight,
On-
but it does look like it goes 30 plus miles miles.
Okay.
On a charge, which the Antic is
a little bit
you
less.
can upgrade.
Okay, so let's compare. That's a fair statement. Let's compare distance to both of them. Again, here we go. Let's put Holly's computer up on the screen really quick. This is when you come to their website, the ultimate electric mini bike. 35 miles an hour, 28 to 50 miles in range. Click buy now, Hol, so we can walk people through. It's gonna be so now you have 3 versions of.
I didn't look through this earlier.
You have a stock version, 2100. Then you have the long range, which adds $600. Then you have
long
the
range plus.
plus, which is treaded tires, which would just give you a little bit more bite on.
What's the range on that? 22?
22 to 50.
Interesting.
And the regular is 20 or 12 to 28.
Interesting.
What's the interesting?
Well, how it compares.
Okay, what's the difference? So if we go to the next tier, which gives us long range, does that put us comparable to the Wheelie Fun Bike?
Wheelie Fun Bike is more.
More range.
More range from the bat because it's 30 plus miles is starting point.
Yep.
And then doubled 60 plus miles with extended battery upgrade.
So when you're looking at price, you're also gaining. It's got to be a bigger battery sitting on that. Again, what's taking up all of that little area in there? So you get you get the added benefit. Now I wonder, Holly, can you go like this? Put Antics back up there, their bikes. Now I wonder what we see a picture of. Like if you click the long range one, how? Just click that. Yeah. So the picture, the image doesn't change. So it's treaded tires. I wanted to know if that battery
doesn't get bigger.
Yeah, it's got to though. I would imagine. I don't know.
Yeah, you would think.
You would think.
Do you want me to click this one?
Yeah, I don't think based on what we saw, nothing's changing but the price. So the premium package is $2,900,
which is still cheaper than the starter of the.
Well, not at the moment on sale.
At the moment, no.
When it's saying $3,500.
What was it on sale for?
It's $29,500.
Okay.
So is there $2,900 and $29,500 still on the range side of things? Full Life get it.
$29.95.
Full Life gets it, right?
On the range side of things?
Yeah.
That's just their base, the $29.95. And then you said there's an extended.
Again, we're doing all of this it's all new, and so we're trying to compare. And so if you're like, this isn't very polished, well, Antic's bike just got announced hours ago, so we're building it together with you and having the conversations. And the ladies are going to struggle to stay in the chat today, but you can.
I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, I was too.
What are people saying in the chats today?
Just like mainly looking at most of the time. Either one of them don't look like they're fur trails. It's just more for like fun around,
Right.
The Antic looks clean.
66 pounds on the long range plus model is what that costs.
I'm guessing they're talking about the WFB.
No, that's
no?
the Antic.
Okay.
No, Antic is 60. Like that's light.
Long range plus. This person's saying it's 66 pounds.
Yeah, for the long range, 60 pounds. If you're just doing 60 pounds is nothing.
Yeah, that's not too bad when you think of a bike.
A bike that because this bike you're not. I'm packing this bike to go somewhere, and then I'm riding it around. Right, I'm going on vacation. It needs to travel. So I'm lifting this thing in and out of a car because most people aren't purchasing this and riding it on a property per se. I saw a comment on the YouTube video today, oh, give me a surf rack. Now, what's the accessories in there? I didn't click any of the accessories. And I don't
A lot are commenting that it looks super clean, the Antic does.
It
clean,
does.
Streamlined,
But
looks nice. Oh, here's, hypercharger.
Ooh. I don't see anything like that.
Bar pads, kickstand, charger plug, cup holder.
On it. Look at the fenders.
The fenders. You've got rear pegs, side pegs. You got a S-Series motor. Go up one more time, Hal?
Oh, down this way?
No. I need it to go up so I can see the last thing. You're going down. That's what what's the S motor? I wonder if you can upgrade it or if that's what's both.
If that's what upgrades in is this the plus?
Well, you got the Antics S-Series motor, which would be like a GTS motor or GTS Rally, and then just the Antic motor. Very interesting that those are. I wonder if that's an add-on of like giving you performance. I've not read a bunch on it, so maybe we can read to see if it comes with an S motor. In the YouTube video, it didn't have those on there. I think as Onewheel's marketing and dropping, perfect timing, and I think I had said this from the get-go, right, ladies, that if Onewheel's doing anything, it's coming around Black Friday. Friday.
Yeah, you had.
It's out in time for Christmas. The only drawback is it can't be under the tree.
Yes.
It just can't be. It's not under the tree.
That seems to be a normal with big
things like this. A new
I like
product.
The surf rack. This is what I was picturing.
Yeah, click the surf rack. Somebody said make a surf rack, and guys, they already have it.
What is
right
that?
There? So you can put your board on the side of it and go down.
Your surfboard on the side of the bike.
This is exactly what I was picturing when I first saw this. Like, you live in a beach town and
That's
you
so
get from this point and carry. And I wondered, how do you carry your surfboard like that? But there it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I think is wonderful is that they have accessories that you can purchase already with the bike. Again, Future Motion has a huge engineer department and a lot of minds thinking in the room. Whereas Float Life, I'm not that well connected to all their engineers. I know they have a great team. They're coming to market with a bike that's going to be phenomenal. Again, if you're looking for suspension, I do like that there is some divide on these bikes. Hey, I know I'm going to ride more off-road or on the grass, then you're going to probably maybe want that shock system, and so you're going to go, I'm going to go there. I do want more of the range. At the moment, the WFB gets that, right?
Yeah, I would say.
Float and G says that's Garrett. For sure, he thinks Float Life is way cooler, and he thinks it's going to be a better ride on and off trails.
Well, okay, cooler. Garrett, we're going to ask you to give us a little bit more. What's standing out to you that you look at that? Is it some that they were the first ones to introduce that, or what is attractive?
He would want a full suspension.
Okay, so it's the suspension that is the attractive.
He probably thinks it looks cooler. Because I feel like with these two bikes, like you have two kinds of people.
Yeah.
The Future Motions Onewheels is more like retro
minimal,
looking. Yeah. Like it does look very similar to what the 70s looks like, but more modern.
But the Flow Life one is just like beefy, like not in a bad way.
No, here's
like
what
it's like
Kind of
heavy
gearheady
duty,
looking.
like-
Here's how I would stick with me on this and see if
Okay.
this illustration sticks. We got Epic in here. He might like this. I feel like Future Motion, they made a product that Iron Man would make. I think Float Wheel, or it's not Float Wheel, the Float
Wheelie,
Life
yeah.
built something Batman would build. That's what I look at those two things. What do you
I don't
think,
know
Epic?
enough
Fair?
about those guys.
Epic agrees with it.
Okay, well,
Because when Batman builds something, it's murdered out all the time.
yeah.
It's beefy. It looks
just
like it's
as
going to run through a
cool,
wall.
but it looks more like metal-like, or like everything's just chunky. Everything's just that's good assessment.
Now,
Interesting.
and I think it's hard to compare a prototype. Let's be very clear with the Float Life's. My understanding, all the pictures we've seen in the bikes being ridden are prototypes. So it's not the finished product. They could be looking today at this bike from Future Motion and make tweaks still. Or they're going to stay the same and go, hey, we like that analogy. We're going to be the Batman. Because it's DC versus Marvel. That's what you get there. And so the ladies are smiling. So obviously what's the comments?
A couple people say that's a great analogy. And I do think that's actually a pretty good analogy. Some like the Float Life better. The Future Motion one looks like an old Huffy bike from the 70s.
And Garrett said he's not a minimal kind of guy, which he's not. And I could see him on the Float Life one before I could see him on the Antic.
But he is...
Knowing him.
Yeah, he I can understand knowing Garrett. Like when he's talking, it's like, I get it. It's not surprising. He is a bigger guy and taller.
Right.
And so he might, somebody like that would want the suspension.
Which I can respect, like, from these companies. Like, if they're going to be making the same products, like, they should be a bit different. And there should be, like, a target audience. At the end of the day, it's still competition. So...
Yeah, you're not buying both.
Right, you're not buying both.
Now, I do think if one of them was, like, not a pre-order, it would skyrocket on.
Probably true.
Yeah.
Pre-orders are hard.
I do think that, especially at Christmas.
Yes.
I think, or midsummer, or think about those that purchased in July, and they're waiting 6 months. That's tough. You purchase now in the end of November 2025, you're going to get it 2 months away, potentially. But I don't know of many products that, in Onewheel, I hope, or Future Motion, got to make sure we specify. I hope Future Motion nails it, that they bring the target, or they hit the target in shipping in January. I love that they even write in there, first come, first serve, essentially first to order, first to get.
Yeah.
That they aren't taking, this person gets it first, or things of that nature. But again, I like these bikes. Now here's a question. Are pit bikes illegal in Minnesota on street sidewalks and bike paths? And I'm speaking only Minnesota. So can one of you Google this?
All right,
This would
Holly,
be
you
an
got it.
interesting
Yeah, I don't know.
conversation. Because the word pit bike, it comes from when people were at races, dirt bike races and things, that when your bike's in the pit, you're riding this to get around the track while your other bike's being worked on. This would be, hey, while my one wheel's charging, I'm going to use this to get around. So pit bikes have been around a long time. There are some hurdles, I would think, legally when it comes to these things. Holly, what you finding?
This is from the Minnesota DNR that it is illegal to be used on public roads, may result in fines. It doesn't say, the AI overview says it's illegal on public streets and possibly street legal with like a motorcycle registration.
Right, so you do now.
It can be used on private property.
For sure. But if you live in the suburbs and you got less than an acre,
Yeah, I wonder what they're doing.
where are you
about
riding
all
this
that.
thing?
Yeah.
Now,
What about California?
the question is it, though it's modeled after, it doesn't have a motor, so is that the workaround on it? Because there's no
Probably.
motor, it's
Well,
electric,
What did it say about trails?
usually pit bikes are very, very loud because it's a lawnmower motor, okay? And no
Oh,
one's
yeah.
regulating that, so it's just a conversation in it.
Yeah.
Now, both of these bikes can go into wheelie mode.
Oh, they both can?
They both can. One is done at the moment. Wheelie Fun Bike is done by a button.
There's 2 ways. I just saw that on the website.
Okay. What's when I had it, you hit the button,
Right.
And it will throw you into wheelie mode. What is the second? Is it you pull up?
Says digital wheelie bar. Pin the throttle to pop into a controlled wheelie or practice your own wheelies and use the digital wheelie bar as an anti-loop mechanism, which I don't understand.
Keeps you up. One wheels is you pull up and it locks you in.
Ooh.
And you're in the one wheel. Now,
Locks you in?
yeah.
How do you unlock out of
You
it?
just lean forward, I would think. It's going to be a balancing thing. Now, you got to play around with probably
Sounds
the
scary.
firmware. Because when I was riding the Wheelie Fun Bike, there were parameters set in by my body weight and things of that nature. And then, was it too aggressive? Now, again, I sucked at the wheelie. Like, it was just, when it's a prototype, I was like,
Did
oh
you
my
try
gosh.
it?
Oh, yeah. I tried it, and I just couldn't keep it up.
okay.
I didn't want to crash. I just have a thing about riding people's, like I crashed this thing and it's the only one. It's like, no. So I freaked myself out and just couldn't get it done.
I am surprised
What?
at the price point.
Why?
I would have thought it would have been more.
I don't think so. I don't think you can
But
price
I don't
it.
know you would. I totally agree with that. I'm just thinking one wheel is this, 2 wheels would be more.
Right. And maybe it just goes to show like what the reality of the cost of making something like this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reality of the cost of making something like an XL.
Yeah, I
Because
don't
all that
know.
factors
Obviously,
in.
we're not engineers around here and can figure it out. Like, why is it costing less? But I do think that because you can probably use the bike frame's been around longer.
Yeah.
Like, again, when we can put those bikes, let's put our thumbnail back up really quick. We can see with both those bikes there appears to be on the Wheel Fun Bike over there, right? There is more aluminum on the framing all the way around. You can see that underneath the seat is probably the controller of the Wheel Fun Bike on the right. One wheel just must have it all tucked in the bottom part down there.
Yeah, it does amaze me at how streamlined that can be.
Yeah, I mean, it looks slick. Now again, to Garrett, it's either you like that,
Yeah, it's which look you like.
right? Do you like the clean?
I'm gonna ask Jordan just show him the pictures without any context and say what you like better.
Do this tonight. Let's let's
you?
ask your husband. But tonight we have an audience of high schoolers. Let's see what they think. Because again, those are different markets, right? And who's thinking which one looks the best? We'll ask Legend and Epic. Out of looks, Legend and Epic, which one do you think is the one you're like, just based on looks? Yeah, that one looks slick. Legend's going Antic. Epic.
I think the Float Life one.
Float Life. So split.
That's awesome.
It's split. So again, based on looks.
Epic's always liked Batman.
Yeah, but he also likes Iron Man, but not Iron Man more. Though he went as Iron Man at Halloween.
Batman does have the coolest gadgets.
What?
Like
Iron Man?
rides.
What?
His
Iron Man
ride.
doesn't need a ride. He is the ride. His suit.
But if you do need the ride, Batman
Yes.
has a cool one.
Batman has cool. I don't disagree with that. Both bikes appear to be murdered out for the most part. Again, prototype from the Float Life, so who knows what that... I can't imagine them going to a different color. And so
The black's cool on both of them. I mean, they look wise, they both have their markets. They both look cool in what they are. So
Yes.
that's tough to. It's tough to
I mean, I
say.
think it's not all about looks, though, at the end of the day.
So which one has...
How do they feel? And
Well, you don't... But you're not going to get to go... I just
No,
don't see
but
a
that's
place
what
where
it
you get to go
takes.
test ride that.
yeah, but I think a lot of people are gonna want to test ride. I know
Yeah.
that what's the possibility of that, but
Because at the end of the day, though that we're talking hundreds of dollars in difference, right? Future or Float Life is more money, more range, more speed. What's the top speed of these? I forget at the moment. Again,
I
brand
thought
new.
it was 35 on the Antic.
35.
Antics is 35.
I don't know about the Wheelie. The Wheelie is 35.
I would think because it's a vest-based platform that you can go, you can unlock it. When I was riding,
35 plus.
yeah,
says.
because you can unlock it. I would think that One Wheel potentially just knowing them, there's probably a governor that this is where it is. 35 miles an hour on a bike that small, down on that low to the ground, is plenty.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
although, again, no one's probably going to complain at faster speeds. But again, when you're clicking, what are you on? You're Antic. Here, put
Yeah.
this up on the screen really quick, Epic. The computer Holly's got. Can you back that up a little bit?
Sure. Nope.
Nope.
Maybe just refresh.
No, here we go. It's there. It's there. Holly, let it go.
Sorry.
Get off there. Yeah, I mean, the vibes are all great. Wheelie Fun Bike did the same. It's just... Oh, see the light bar down there? Did you see that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's slick. Again, we got to look at everything to... Yeah, I don't know if I'm that brave to do a wheelie with no hands. That's impressive. I do like the nod
Yeah, that's cool.
to the blue from One Wheel that transitions in the...
Yeah, that's
They
cool.
are... Look, they're on a fire road there. Yeah, that's sweet. All around sweet.
My guess would be that it's... Well, I do think it's because of the motor, not that it will be legal and not illegal.
Oh, because that it doesn't have the lawnmower motor in it. Because we want to be fair here. Go to Float Life and see if we can get some video. Not Float Life, but to
Wheelie Fun
yeah.
Bike.
Here's some videos of them just so you can see their bike in or on the street. Here's just a couple of digitally wheelie bar.
Those are just the ones over and over. That's the...
Yeah, that's okay.
ways to
It gives
wheelie
a
this.
perspective for people to see it.
Yeah.
Go to their YouTube channel.
There's a
Really
man.
fun?
Yeah. And see if we
It
have.
was right up
They did really good at. If you go to the bottom of that, actually scroll all the way down, you can see. I think they.
Oh, here's
Here's some better pictures. Is how he's now scrolling further through. Now you get
Well,
some
I went to
close-ups
their website.
of things. Similar shocks in the front, but the shock in the center.
Kind of. They're... I don't, are the tires a little...
They
No,
look like the
They're
Pioneer.
right. The Thundercat. Thank
there
you.
you go.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Legend. Now, if you keep going all the way down to the bottom, Hal.
Down.
Oh, nope, that's it. Somehow I saw who's riding them and things of that nature. But there's a deposit
You
of
mean, like-
$299 if you're purchasing this right now, so you don't have to pay all of the $2,000, right? $2,500. Whereas I would assume, I'm not walked through One Wheels. Typically, you're paying full price today. And
Yeah,
waiting until
there's
it comes.
no deposit
Well-
option that I'm seeing.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, One Wheel always has set up where you can do payments, but that's not...
That's through
Yeah.
another company,
Right.
but you're probably spending all of it today and waiting to January. Okay, so we went through those that wanted any more comments in the chat. Great, we'll take it. Now here comes the question of the hour. Now that we've seen both, which one are you purchasing? Now we asked on looks earlier. We're gonna go around the studio. We have Legend Epic, Holly, myself. Click that video really quick.
That's the one you were looking for.
Yeah, click it. Here, put Holly's camera back up. The fact that they have him riding it at the beginning, who is an avid one-wheeler,
Who is that?
great. Jesse Driftwood.
Oh, cool. So fun.
Then him. They have, inside one-wheel culture, a backwards wheelie.
That's awesome.
They have some star power in their video there in the one wheel sphere, which is pretty cool. Again, as Jeff's talking here, I think it's great when he says, "Oh, and this thing rips," and he just takes off. It almost to me, now I don't know heights and stuff. That bike looks smaller to the ground, closer to the ground than the Future Motions. Now that is just totally my opinion, based on visual, not have stepped on both of them. But I think if you got $2,500 to burn, which one of these makes it to your Christmas list is the question. And it's you got to give why. You cannot just say, because people are going to say, "Oh yeah, you work for One Wheel if you choose," work for Future Motion if you chose a Future Motion one. So we can't do that. We need to say why we would go where we would.
Okay.
Holly, you're up first.
I'm going Future Motion
Why?
because I want a cute little
Legendary.
70s helmet.
But you could do the same thing with that one. That's not a good enough reason. I'm not.
It's more of it's the look of it, the simplicity of it is more cute.
Oh my gosh.
Cute.
Great. And all the marketing team at Future
Goes.
Motion just goes, oh my gosh.
No, they're like, we'll reach anyone.
Yeah, maybe, but still, it's like, meh.
Anyone.
Lily,
will-
you're doing a deep dive over
I'm
there.
looking for the voltage
Oh,
because someone asked.
of one, whose?
Both, but I already
72.
I already found Wheelie Fun.
Yeah, it's 72.
But what's the Antic?
That I don't know offhand. Legend, what are you going with? Antic. Why Antic?
Because I trust Future Motion's
Engineers? Okay, Legend said off camera. Just
Wait, is there a reason?
he trusts the engineers of Future Motion more than he does of the Float Life. Where's that information coming from?
experience on a woman.
Okay, he's saying because they built the Onewheel.
Does it have a warranty?
Yes, it has a warranty.
But you can't send the. I don't think you can send the Wheelie Fun bike back in to get fixed.
Yes, you can.
I'm
Legend's
sure you
talking
could.
crazy.
I'm sure you
He's talking like a teenager.
Yeah, you can't
because
find the
Float Life has
voltage.
just as good.
Yeah,
customer
but
service.
he's saying Antic because, but again, he's a 17-year-old with his own opinion. Epic, what are you going with?
I think I'm gonna do the Wheelie Fun bike
Epic is going Wheelie Fun Bike because,
that looks like we can ride it more on our property.
oh, he's going that one.
Okay.
It's a
Seems
good
that
point. And it would be fun to have both.
Epic saying he likes it because the Float Lights because it looks like you can ride it on our trails and properties a little bit better.
And knowing that we can't ride out on public streets.
Right.
Why? Like,
In our we have roads out here where we live, but they're not the safest to be riding something like that. Okay. So we got 2 for the Antic, 1 for the Float Life.
I would say Antic because I'm more used to Future Motion product. Like I don't know, and I'm just like not really interested in learning anything new right now.
Because mother.
Like I wouldn't even pick one, honestly. I'm like wouldn't even pick one to begin with. But if I had
You
to,
would. Why? This just doesn't speak to you. You'd rather.
no.
But it's because you're a mom.
Strap.
You're
Well,
saying
yeah,
this
if
isn't
I-
good for moms?
No, I think it'd be great for moms.
Just not
It's
this
not
mom.
moms. Yeah.
Strap
Just
that
not-
baby girl on your back and let's go.
Yeah, we could. Yeah. Yeah, we could.
No, so
Maybe not in
you're
the winter.
offboarding on this pit
I'm
bikes.
not. I'm just like not like right now. My market is very different, and I'm not
Yeah,
like
you're looking at
I don't see
onesies
this,
and-
and I'm like, oh, I need
Sleep
that. Like
sacks
how
and-
like the things in my life that I contemplate putting on Klarna. This isn't one of them.
Okay, that's a fair statement. That's
But
fair.
I love getting to talk about it.
I do think that and I think marketers know this as well, that to like a Lily who's in her life right now, there's no reason for something like this because it's not helping her get a infant somewhere. But there will be 7 years from now, 8 years from now, you'll be back into a market of one wheels and things of that nature because she'll be in it.
Can't wait to see what's out then.
Right.
Crazy to think
What
about.
will be happening for sure.
Okay.
So now it's down to me. Lily is saying the
Well,
Antic
it's 3 and 1.
3 and 1.
So there's no
The
tiebreaker.
funny part of me would say whoever sends me one, but that's me being funny. I would love to ride both, to be honest with you, because I think the in the ride would tell you what you want. But that's not possible in this in age to ride, unless you're close to these companies. Like they're California based. We're in Minnesota. I just don't see a chance. So who am I going to take a risk on in this product? I'm probably going with Future Motion. No, not probably. I would go Future Motion because of the history I've had with Future Motion. That they have built quality things. I know they have had some things break here and there, but every company does. Even Tupperware, you have to send some things back to Tupperware. It's been around for a long time, and so that doesn't stick to for me. For when people, oh, but I had to send my wheel. But hey, be grateful you can send it in and get it fixed. And so I do like the simplicity of the Antic. I like the cleanness of it. One of the big selling things for me is the weight, because I do know I'm going to put that thing in and out of the car. Either one of them going in and out of a car.
Did we find anything about the Wheelie Fun bike? How much it weighs?
Because it's a prototype, I'm sure that might not be available, but it's
Right. Because it's all over the website that it could change. The look of it could
Right.
change with shift. The look can change. The weight can change.
But I would guess when I rode it and just lifted it up, it's got to be close to 100 pounds. It's got to be.
It looks substantially, just from videos, it looks heavier.
So
So that's
you're
hard
getting
to-
a lighter bike, easier in and out of vehicles. Because I just don't see my context is where I live. I got to go somewhere with it. Like if we go to Dirt Surfer, that's a great time to pack that bike up and go down there because now I have an extra bike. I can move things. I could see making attachments to be able, like the
Like a little
surfing
trailer
bar.
or something?
Yeah, baskets to put stuff in and move
Yeah,
stuff
that'd be
around.
awesome.
I think you can start to do those things. That's what I would love to do
That would be
is
a
get
fun
the
Halloween
Antic
costume
and
next
modify it to be usable on the property, like in trail maintenance. Not riding the trails, but allow me to get all the gear to said place. Because right now, I'm only as good as like, okay, am I really going to one wheel with my chainsaw to go cut something?
Yeah, but I guarantee you that neither one of these companies thought, hey, this is going to be a bike that you can hook up a trailer to for trail maintenance. But that's just the.
Yeah, but you've got to be able to, any one of these, you got to make it practical for your life.
for anybody.
Because to justify that purchase when you could go get a used car for this price,
Yeah.
it better be able to fit something.
Yeah, but in all reality, like, is it really practical for your life? Like, unless you live in,
A pit bike?
yeah.
Well, yeah, you could totally use it on this property. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Well, just like we ride
You're
one
just-
wheels, but we
But you
use
can't
one
really
wheels.
carry things.
That's why you'd have to modify it to make
Yeah,
it practical and not
Put a
just
little hitch on the back.
something of that. Yeah,
something
those
for
are the
that.
things I would love to get and make it. I don't want to be a third party producer of things for it, but things of that nature. Like what could you put?
Well, that's
in-
partly
and
the
move
way that
things
you
around.
think.
Yeah,
Is
we would
like,
need a
how
hitch.
can I use this on a regular basis and not
Right.
knowing we're not just gonna hop on it out. We live out in the country, so it's probably you can do these dirt roads or whatever. But
My guess
Yeah.
is for most people, it's not practical.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not a.
but if you can make it practical, that's
Yeah.
what he's talking about. Like if it can be useful, that is, you load up a trailer of wood and you.
Right. We
Haul
move
it.
logs around here so much that we could be able to move that kind of things around
I
on our
like- yeah.
property because you can only carry so much. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? So that is why we would look to be able to move things around on the property because we
Which when you
can't do it on a one wheel as much.
Which, when you say something like that, it's like, oh, I mean, I know other equipment that we could get for like the type of property that we have that is like hundreds of thousands of dollars, like that would do stuff. You know what I mean? Tractors or whatever, things like that.
Yeah, we have a Ranger.
But you're right. This would be something that's intriguing to be able to use around what we do.
Right.
So that's funny.
It's
Make it
sweet.
practical. If you can make it practical and useful to your personal life.
Which give me enough time and I will, and then we'll have
course
one
you
right
will.
here in January to ride around and demo.
Mm-hmm.
However, January, Minnesota, what do we got?
Snow.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hopefully, yeah.
could-
Typically we do.
You just
And-
have to suit up. Good.
and then you'd have to ride it around. Again, that would probably be a super great time riding that around in this sand
I'm
and,
sure.
and snow.
Oh, I'm sure. I will say, I think that it would be the same thing that we say with a one wheel, that you're not going to just want one. You're going to want two. Like that's going to be
a whole village of these.
Yeah, you're going to want. I mean, I wouldn't get one for every child, but you're going to want more than one, even if you're doing work. Even if
Yeah.
you're.
Hey, if you're brand new around here, we talk about one wheel stuff. We really are fans of Float Life and Future Motion, the creator of One Wheel, and we just are bringing to the conversation what we're experiencing today with One Wheel, Future Motion dropping the Antics bike, and excited to see what happens of that. I like that these companies are not standing still; that they're continuing to evolve and again. Haters are going to make drama out of this that, hey, Future Motion's robbing from Float Life. And the truth is, you can't have this come to market today if you started in January or July. It's just no way, Jose. It's not this done if you are just starting to it. And I think the Float Life got to market with theirs, which only forced the hand back in July for One Wheel or Future Motion to say, hey, we're working on one too. It's unfortunate, but no one knows what's happened behind closed doors, so I don't think there's much drama to have to be unpacking here, though there will be all kinds of statements. And I think they look so different that I think you're gonna have people that love that Batman vibe and love the Iron Man vibe, and that's what's gonna push people to, and your fan you got your fanboys or girls of this brand versus this brand, and I think because they're very close in similarities, I think you're gonna you pick which one you're gonna go with, and that's what you're going with. So, again, these are fun things, practical.
Dominic is asking that if you would go grab a bike over a one wheel.
Would I go?
He says, is there a time you would grab a bike instead of a one wheel?
Boy, that's no. I mean,
You mean like physically, if you had both, would you grab one over the other?
right? Which one would I grab? I'm grabbing a one wheel because I like that. I'm gravitated to that platform because I love the snowboarding feel, surfing feel year round. Whereas I can get similar vibes from getting on my fat tire bike. And if I'm getting on a bike, I'm probably going to go get exercise. And so for me, this would be a toy, 100% toy. Would I turn it away if someone no way, I would ride that thing.
No, you would find it.
I mean, love it.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to go grab one, I'm picking my one wheel. One wheels are still easier. You just grab with one hand, throw it down, and you're off. Whereas this, again, in Minnesota we live, it's very cold. I think one of the things for us it would create is our one wheels are all in the house, especially this time of year. They're inside. They're not in the garage. This becomes very large, and where are you going to store that in your house? That would be... But again, I don't want it to sound like I don't want one. Want one 100%.
Of course you
can
do.
see myself purchasing one in the next 48 hours because...
You can?
I can, yeah.
Oh. Did you hear that, Holly?
Yeah.
Okay. More stunning than that, or shocking, or whatever, is that the Float Life just said that 50-mile range claim on the Antic is interesting. The WFB entry-level base model has a larger, more powerful, and longer range battery than the longest range version of the Antic, just FYI.
Yeah. But then that's what we were saying, that when you compare apples to apples, there's not apples to apples in the performance.
Yeah,
even
you're
when
right.
you fully load the Antic bike, you're still not where the Float Life's bike's hitting, which is, I think that's wonderful.
And I think at the end of the day, they do need to be different, and there does need to be, specifications that attract some over the other, and whoever that is doesn't matter because they're both going to get business.
That's right.
Yeah, but you say that,
They should
but
both
you're going to
get
lose
business. You don't
business
know
at
for
the
sure.
same time. That's what makes this a
Well,
little...
yeah,
if
probably.
only one person was making it.
Yeah,
then it would-
everybody
but
goes to
that's-
one. But I promise
well
you
done on
this.
both.
I promise you this. I'm not the only one, and I mean no ill will in my statement. But what's kept me from purchasing the bike from
Wheelie
Future
Fun?
Motion,
Oh,
the
Wheelie Fun
Float
bike. I
Life
was gonna say it was
is
out.
knowing I want to see what One Wheels is going to look like. I'm sure I'm not the only one, and there's the rub in the story.
well, I think it comes also with that pre-order. It's no matter what, it's going to be on a pre-order, so you're not getting it immediately.
Yeah, but you want to
So
be the
it's kinda
first in line.
Well, yes.
Right? You don't want to
Yeah.
have to wait 6 more months
Yeah.
for you. But that's the rub in the story. The journey of this thing is that I'm not alone waiting for today to make the decision of which bike do you go to, is the bottom line. That's the decision I think we will make here is, okay, which bike do you go with now that you've seen both? And again, I think what would help Float Life in it is having this is what it is versus, hey, we're still working on it, because there's still, unless I miss it, we're still having a prototype. It's like, what does this thing, the final thing, going to look like, would help in the decision as you're sitting here today going, okay, here it is. And again, Jeff and the team at the Float Life are alluded to commercials, which look hilarious on their Instagram. Maybe they got Black Friday deals that are going to give you what we're looking for here. And so, again, it's a big week, this week and next week, in this world of One Wheel
for
from
sure.
Future Motion and the Float Life. Can't wait to see what their deals are and what they're bringing to it. And I do like this competition. Everybody talks about competition is great until you're the one being competed against. And so,
And if you're losing.
yeah, or if you're losing,
Not that we'll see. Well, I'm sure you can
so,
see somewhat.
again, I hope the best for both, but I don't think people are buying one of each unless you're a YouTuber that wants to get the news out about both of them, right? Like, that's the difference is, like, I would love to be able to demo both because we want both to do well, but again, at the end of the day, you got to pick, because This house does not have $4,000 to go spend on pit bikes. And so you're going to have to make a choice. Six.
If you do one of each.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Because you're not getting the entry level. I know you better than that. You're getting
Then we would have to have, I thought you were saying we'd have to buy 6 of them. I was like,
No,
yeah.
you gotta have, it's 3 each. It's at least $3,000 each.
Right.
So it's not. So just so we're all aware.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. What?
That's a lot of money.
It's cheaper than the Rally XL.
True. If you're buying 2 of
Oh
them.
yeah.
No, if you're buying one Rally XL, it's $3,500.
Yeah. But she was saying 2
Oh,
bikes.
2 bikes. 2 bikes, yeah.
Yeah, because you'd want to try one of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the...
Float Life is saying at the end of the day, it's $100 difference in price, and you get way more with the Wheelie Fun bike.
Good to have options, though.
Lily coming back in.
He said that.
It is.
Yeah, he did say
It is, but I do think
We live
that...
in a world of options.
He's saying, well, Float Life also said you have to pay extra for the kickstand. What's up with that? On future
Yeah.
on the Antic.
When I saw that, I was like, I guess I could use a 4x4 and slide it
Oh my
underneath there
gosh.
because with no kickstand for that thing, you're leaning up on the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, something tells me...
Well, Sean Paul, are you going to send me 2?
Oh, is he,
He says, Holly, you definitely need 2. Yes,
yeah.
I do.
Date nights,
you
both of
need
us
definitely
going?
need
No,
2.
just Holly needs
To, yeah, okay.
I
Cool.
will stand and put one foot on.
Oh my
Be a
gosh.
circus
I would
star.
love to see that.
I can see, here's what I do see. Today's the announcement of it. Black Friday deals.
Maybe.
Again, you're going to double boost your marketing. They're going to have bundles and you're going to get the kickstand in with the deal.
For sure. Yeah.
That's what I could
Yeah.
see in a bundle. You're going to get the fender. You're going to get this hypercharger. Today was all about the announcement. Black Friday will be the
It's
deals.
fun. I love the bottom line is it's new. It's inventive. It's great. Like it's awesome. I like that they have 2 completely different looks, and it's a great job to both groups.
Yeah,
Right.
and I think again we've talked about how quiet it's been in the sphere of Future Motion, Onewheel, and the Float Life. It's been quiet, and I think they've all been very busy
Yeah, probably.
trying to get this to market and things of that nature. First to land on the moon wins, and first one to get this out, I think, wins. Because they'll get the extra boost in marketing from people that are riding this thing.
Yeah.
And it would be great if it was, what's the saying? Under promise, over
Over-deliver.
deliver. That's the first one that does that. Skyrockets. And so, great job to both. Great day for Future Motion to bring it to market. Holly's still chuckling away. Every time you chuckle, I have to ask.
You guys are funny. Float Life. Scott and the crew need way more than just 2. There's like 30 people in that family.
Yeah. They every day, man, it just gets more. It's like gremlins around here. You give a bath, and all of a sudden they're just popping out everywhere.
Float Life if you feel so inclined to help.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, we're trying to make it do around here. My goodness. But again, super stoked for both companies doing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Doing it, and it'll be cool to see which one hits market first. So again, we can keep talking about it, but I think they are very close in specs, but there's enough difference to go, this makes sense. I just think what's going to happen, somebody will go, it will come to me quicker, I'll give up the extra range because we're consumers and we want it now. It's like, it's a sad part of the consumeristic mentality.
True.
And I try to turn that off in my own life that I don't want. I'm okay waiting a minute for coffee. I'm okay. It doesn't need to be 30 seconds or less or I get my money back, right? It's okay. Sometimes just waiting for good things is great, but that's not the world we live in. So it will be whoever gets this thing to market quickest wins it. And that's true, because it is at market right now, but it's not underneath trees, and it's not. People aren't posting Instagram reels right now on these things, and so guarantee you this: when we have one on this property, said Mama over here will go. I want one of these because
I'll ride it.
Hey, Lily,
You'll think I'll want.
you
one?
want it because here's what I could see
Me
is that you
before.
put a baby carrier on the back of that thing and you ride your 1 mile to our house
Yeah.
into the office every day.
Sounds dangerous. but I'll
What?
get
That would be
there
awesome.
eventually. Well, when she's big enough and we have both wear helmets.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm saying it's doable.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh man, for how many trips we've made down to your house on one wheels on a bike, we could bring you all kinds of stuff. Just talking about it. The first day that her husband and her moved into their home, we all one wheeled down with dinner in our hands.
Yeah, it was super fun.
So we have a place for this. Can't wait to see all the videos and stuff. We're a couple months removed to that, but we'll here to document it. We are kicking off on the other side of Thanksgiving, our 12 Days of Christmas, where we partner,
Fun.
or not we, Kevin and Chameleon Rails partners with us. He's shipping us. He texted while we were in the show, sending stuff for us to give away on the 12 Days of Christmas.
I love those giveaways.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm Santa
It is.
when I send them.
And so we on the other side of that, we will be giving away some of our favorite products from Chameleon Rails for the 12 Days of Christmas. And just tune in for that. It'll be on the other side of Thanksgiving. Next week, no podcast. We will talk the following week of all the Black Friday deals. Potentially, I could see us maybe popping in on Saturday next week for a quick.
Ooh.
Just saying, hey, this is what we're seeing on Black Friday deals to get everybody going. I could see that happening, but stay tuned for all of that. Subscribe
Kevin
to
just
YouTube.
popped in from Chameleon Rails and said the first one that builds the side cart
Yes.
is going to be the winner.
Love that.
I do agree. I do
Sidecar
agree.
with a car seat attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
Now I'm sold. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, Lily. And then they're like, it totally opens up a no market.
Yeah.
Now that it's cold outside and we're running a little bit of heat in here, do you notice our computer's getting hot again? So
Yeah,
like
it's-
my hands,
it's
if I
been
move too
glitchy.
fast,
Yeah.
It's
been a
sad.
little
It's been glitchy.
yeah, it's overheating. Just, that's
Bah.
so frustrating.
Technology.
Sad day. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. I hope we give you information, insight on a new. It's a whole new genre of a sport. I don't think
PEVs.
we're going to see anytime soon a pit bike race
Yeah, no,
like
I
in the dirt. I can see it on the street. I might be very wrong on that.
I don't know. You could be like,
I
Drag
don't
racing,
see
like,
myself taking
out-
any one of those bikes at dirt servers down some of those trails.
oh no. You'd be on your face so fast.
I think I could see it in our trails here because we don't have. It's not as bumpy and stuff. I would definitely ride them in the. And I could be wrong.
Oh, man.
Get a bike here so we can figure out these answers. A non-biased opinion in it. Okay, everybody
Love
have
it.
a very great Thanksgiving if you're in the United States.
And wish Holly happy birthday.
Holly's birthday is next Thursday on
On
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Turkey, baby.
Cooking her turkey.
Turkey baby.
True
And
story.
so-
It's me.
Okay, everybody have a fabulous Wednesday. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye now.
everybody.